Meghna to Megha, she has been so unstoppable. इनको कोई रोक सके तो रोक लो. Having won the
Wow.
Stardust Award for the best breakthrough performance in female category, Manjari Fadnis has not failed to leave Stardust wherever she walks. And now you're up with Miya Biwi murder, and it looks edgy and with a punch of comedy as well. So what's happening? What's this mess all about, Manjari?
So, thank you for the introduction, Arshita. That's so sweet. Um, Mia Behavior Murder is going to be a mad, crazy ride for everyone whenever they watch it. They can watch it on 1st of July, actually, from 1st of July onwards. It's streaming on MX Player for free for everyone. And it's going to be a mad ride because it's like, it's about a dysfunctional couple, Priya and Jayesh, like Rajiv Khandelwal is playing Jayesh. And it's about, like their marriage is like at rock bottom and like, she's bored and he's always busy. And suddenly this one night, these 7 hours over a night, how they have to stand by each other, to deal with these gangsters and this delusional maid and these corrupt cops and their dead bodies piling up in the house. So it's a mad, crazy ride.
And it looks like it, mad as it might be, 1.7 lakh views in 48 hours. Were you expecting this?
Actually, I didn't know this. I just got to know this the last time when I saw.
That's our
Wow,
job to look at the numbers.
that's amazing. No,
Yes.
but the reaction to the trailers has been so heartwarming. It's amazing. It's like people are excited. They are like, oh, this looks like fun. And yes, it's all of that. It's a lot of fun.
And what made you say yes to this particular role? I mean, you looked. I don't know. I mean, we've seen you in different roles, but this one looks completely different. We've not seen you as this lady, as this wife who's doing this. So, what made you say yes?
So first of all, this was like when I went to the narration of this, I was on the floor laughing. I was like constantly, my eyes were like popping out of my head. I was like, huh? Huh?
Is it?
What? Really? Like, it was like, it's whacked out. The script is mad. Sambit Mishra has written the script. Sunil Manchanda sir is directing it. It is a mad script. It's something you will not be expecting. Things will be thrown at you will not be expecting at all in the series. It'll surprise you, pleasantly surprise you at every point. So that is the major reason. And of course, the character I've played is quite crazy too. Because normally I've normally played, sweet girl next door house, like your wife, girlfriend. But here it's like the wife with a twist, okay? She's like she she's quite twisted. She's like the whole character is so twisted. It's like, you will not imagine somebody as looking, the character looking as innocent as that, can actually come up with these whacked out ideas because basically my character in the series, Priya's character is basically what she's a bored housewife of a cop. And because she's bored, like, she loved her passion is investigative shows, She passionately watches all like from CID to CSI Miami. She has watched every single episode of every single murder thing happening, and so her knowledge about forensics and about investigation, about what works in a murder, what doesn't, how do they get caught, everything is like bang on. So it's like a lot of her intelligence which gets used, or I mean, like her knowledge about these things get used in these 7 hours over the night, for the husband and the wife to come out from this ordeal they are in. So this character will surprise you. This series will surprise you. It'll be a mad ride.
Yeah, but then there's a dialogue in which you are, I don't know how you've said it, I mean, but you are actually sharing knowledge with your husband. कि ऐसे कैसे inspector हो तुम? You don't even know how to hide evidence.
I think I know everything. I mean, I totally think I know everything.
Yeah,
Sometimes I can be smarter. The wives are always smarter though.
Yeah, that is evidently coming out. And how? So, you in a lot of interviews, you come out as this innocent person. Every interviewer or journalist has just said it to you, so it's no point me adding to this whole thing. So, how contradicting is this to your character in real life? Because you just said that this is wacky. This character is
Yeah.
really wacky. So, how much is it like Manjari? How close are you two?
I'm not as dark as her. She's dark. She's crazy. Well, I mean, like, okay, now whatever you might have heard about me, I'm not that innocent and all. I mean, like, there's a saying in Marathi, "Jasa dista, tasa nasta."
म्हणून जग
Like,
फसतं. Yeah.
exactly. That perfectly fits me. so, so yeah, no, I am not as wacky as her, but I do have my crazy
Work.
side as
Yeah.
well. I have my quirks as well. But that's what is the fun of it, no? I mean, like, when you don't, when you're not relating so much to a character, when something is totally different. Like, also this character is also cheating on a husband. So
True.
I'm a very, like, that way, I'm a very loyal person and all that stuff, But so I'm all for loyalty. I'm like a very one man woman. So so anyway, but this character is so different than me is why is also exciting to play. Because I think what's the point? I mean, what is the fun in playing something you already are? That you can know at the back of your hand. And I've been doing it since donkey's years. Now I'm that I was like I think like 2017, I got really bored of the kind of work coming my way. I was like,
हाँ.
bus nahi karna. So I was like, I took a break. I did theater for some time, happily for 2 years. Then, of course, by 2019, I started getting very different, good, performance oriented, interesting, layered characters to play.
Mind-boggling short films also, not to mention.
Thank
I
you.
mean, yeah.
Thank you.
So just to add on to your answer, did it test you as an actor at any point? I mean, this particular film, did it test you?
Of course, it did. It tested me as an actor at every level. But more than anything else, I've enjoyed playing Priya so much through this series. So first of all, I didn't have to do any makeup. So after the first episode gets over, second episode onwards, I am totally like no makeup. Like in fact, I also have a scene in the beginning of the second episode where I'm removing my makeup on camera. So I am the happiest when I have to look. I have to not care about how I'm looking. I'm the happiest because then I can just like and even what I'm wearing and all is like very homely and everything. So I didn't have to worry about how I'm looking on camera. Like even if I'm looking my worst, as long as it's working for the character, it's great. So I was very chilled out. So I really enjoyed every moment of playing Priya in this particular series.
As you talk about makeup, surely and not being the natural you, we surely can't take away the innocence tag away from you. You still own it. So
Oh,
moving ahead,
Baba. I hope Miya Biwi model does it. I hope people start
changes it,
realizing, oh
changes
God,
it.
if she could play something like this, I'm sure there's something whacked out in her head too. I hope they say that.
So nonetheless, we expect to love you in this as well. And there is a small segment. It's called a quick set where you can say something that comes straight to your heart whenever you're ready. You ready?
I'm so bad at these games. I'm so slow. My wit will come 10 days later. I'll be like, अरे यार मुझे इस question पे ये बोलना चाहिए था. But okay, I'll try.
Okay, so ready?
Okay. Well, what is it again? Like, I just have to say what comes to my mind first.
Yeah, mind or heart or both, whatever.
Okay. So
So,
what you say? Okay, let's try.
anyone who could have stepped in your shoes and done a great job as Priya.
No one.
You on it?
Really?
Look at the way this is going. Yeah, no one.
Come on.
Come on. This is about Rajiv. One thing about Rajiv, one wouldn't know.
Sorry, there's a message which came, so I couldn't hear. Tell me again.
One thing about Rajiv, one wouldn't know.
यार वो तो मंजरी से पूछना पड़ेगा. By the way, his wife's name is also Manjari.
Yeah, I'm aware. They dated for a
Yeah.
long time. Yeah, yeah.
I know. I think that was 7, 8 years ago. And I know whenever they got married, I remember somebody just asked me, "Oh, how's your husband?" I'm like,
Oh my God.
"Gone? Who? What? मैंने शादी कब की?" And then later, and they're like, "Aren't you married to Rajiv?" And I was like, "No, I don't even know him. I've never met him in my life." So, I mean, of course, I finally met the real Manjari, the other Manjari, the main Manjari in his life,
You
and
guys
she's
what
fab.
it's meant to play husband wife in one way or the other.
Here we are. So one thing about Rajiv, no one else knows. Okay, so maybe this not too many people would know because he is the star like for everyone else. I think Rajiv is a very grounded person. He has no airs about who he is. He's not in that bubble of being a star. He's just so real, and that's beautiful about him. So yeah.
So sweet. I mean, and talking about fandom and being humble, I'm sure you have a lot of fans yourself and who are ardent fans of yours. But nonetheless, the most bizarre thing a fan has ever said to you, or overwhelming. I mean, if you don't recall bizarre.
The weirdest thing a fan has said to me.
Yeah.
Weird नहीं यार, normal stuff they said. Weird thing मुझे याद नहीं है. See, I'm very bad at this. I'll remember something 2 days later. नहीं.
Anything that touched your heart, maybe anything that was really. I'm sure you get a lot of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I do get a lot of. Oh yes. Like, I don't remember what exactly was written, but so I was like, I stay in Mud Island, South here in our clubhouse. I just was randomly walking, and there was some person who saw me, and he was so excited, and he had a book with him, and he just suddenly came up to me, and he just opened a page, and I was like, I just was like, okay, it was written, "What's this?"
Okay.
It was written, "What's this?" And then and I had to turn to the next page where he was like, "This is your biggest fan." So I thought that was really sweet.
So
I
touching.
think
Yeah.
that really touched me. I think that was very sweet. And there was one more thing that happened long ago. My film Zokumon had come out. It was a children's film, and
Very sassy role.
sorry.
Very sassy role. I mean, you had a very cool role.
Wow, you've seen it, Zokumon?
Yeah, I happen to
Oh
have
my
seen.
God. I'm so happy. I'm so happy when people have seen Zokumon because not too many people saw it. But in children, it became like, it became, you must have been a child that time. So in children,
Don't
it
go on
became
the
quite.
face value.
So, yeah, I had got a message on Facebook, no, on Instagram from a doctor in Canada, and he was a neurosurgeon, and he messaged me on my Instagram saying that, "Hey, is this the Manjari from Zokumon?" I was like, "Yeah." Is that Kittu Didi? Kittu Didi was my name of the character. So I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah." So he's like, I must tell you this. You should know this. That I have a patient, this small little boy who's had a brain surgery recently, and he's a big fan of Zokumon because he loves watching it on the TV in the hospital. So I thought that was very, very touching. So yeah.
I'm sure there's so much. I mean, there are fans who really like love you, right? Like they have this ardent fan following. You know, it's since the very beginning, and we keep following your pages and everything. So talking about fandom, there are also rumors. Of course, you said that people came and wished you. So the funniest rumor about you, maybe.
The funniest rumor, of course, like I just told you the funniest rumor that like I was married to Rajiv Khandelwal.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
the next one is a little serious. An acting tip to swear by.
Oh, there was one more. The funniest rumor. That was not a rumor. Then you have the
Was it
rumor
the
about
truth?
me. No. Ah, no, I forgot it. I'll remember if I remember, I'll tell you later. Huh, bol.
I'll remind you by the end of our session for sure.
Okay.
An acting tip to swear by.
An acting tip to swear by. Acting tip to swear by.
Acting tip to swear by.
Less is more.
Wonderful.
Yeah, because
Wonderful.
camera catches the slightest, the smallest of gestures and nuances. So, like in theater, you have to be like, larger, because you have to reach the last audience. But here, the camera catches the slightest bit of expression. So, less is more.
Do you know there are fans who have also shared on comments on previous trailers that you happen to be very intellectual also, and this is the first time I'm witnessing it. So I guess they're really right and they've dug on to know who you are. So yeah, and the last one is moving on. What is being heavily played on your music playlist right now?
Heavily being played on my music playlist. Oh, I'm loving that song, Rang Sari. Whole world is
Sorry,
going crazy about it. I love that song. I love basically, I've been exploring a lot of new artists. I kind of like Kanishk State, of course, like, not just Rang Sari, his other music is also great. I've recently been exploring this band called Anand Bhaskar Collective. So Anand Bhaskar also gave the background score and the songs, original songs for Masoom, my series which released a week ago. And fantastic musicians. So I've been exploring those. I've been exploring another musician called Anuv Jain. I love his stuff. I love Mitras. So these artists have been playing on loop in my playlist right now.
Yeah, marking them. There is a smaller segment where we would love your reaction on some fan comments.
Okay.
So first one is like you are very charming, Manjari, and this is by
Thank you.
Aarti Sharma.
Thank you, Aarti.
The next one is a little quirky. You might want to skip, but this is by Siddhant Sharma. Ananya Pandey, Janvi Kapoor, and Sara Ali Khan deserve so much more than her because they have struggled a lot in their life.
They have different. No. I'm sure they have different kind of struggles. See, I don't want to take away the struggles from them at all, because see, I think all of us have our own different kind of struggles. So it's not fair. I think it's not fair on them. I mean,
I was
stop
thinking
it!
sarcastic.
Stop it! Go away. Let's go.
Just can't stop. While I was writing, I just couldn't stop laughing. And it's still the same.
See, the industry is kinder to them. I mean, like, we've had, of course, somebody coming from outside the film industry has a lot more struggle. But hey, yeah, stop it! I'm not. Get lost. Everyone has their own struggle. Moving on.
See, I deliberately put this question out because you're known to be a very positive and kind-hearted soul. I really wanted to see how you were going to answer it.
No, but I genuinely feel that I think everybody has their own struggle. So
Sure.
it's not fair on them. It's not fair on them. Let's be fair.
Sure. And the last one, becoming a fan of Manjari once again. This is by Arsip.
How sweet, Arsil. Becoming a fan of Manjari once again, that's a big compliment. Thank you so much. So sweet.
And there are many more, but obviously we couldn't cover it all. There is one last segment before we wrap it up. It's how well do you know your co-star? So you can either say true or false. Okay, if it's right or wrong. So the first one is Rajiv Khandelwal loves riding bikes.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, he does really
he
like
does.
bikes.
Which
Yeah.
guy does not? Tell me that. I should have just said yes confidently, even if I didn't know. The point of it is just like be overconfident. Okay, yes, ready. I'm ready now.
Section gets tougher. You have 1 point, but the
Sorry,
next
sorry.
one,
Come again. Come again.
the section is going to get tougher with a tougher one. You have
Okay,
1
fine.
point, but
Huh.
still, Rajiv is a bad cook.
I can believe that. Yeah, he may be a bad cook. Is he a bad cook? Is he a bad cook?
No,
I mean, like,
actually a very good cook. You lost this
yeah.
one.
Shit. No, because Rajiv and Manjari had called me over for lunch one day, and I think Manjari had cooked. I don't think he could. So I thought, I mean, I don't know. Okay, fine,
you
whatever.
you drew an inference, but there's one fun fact to this. Rajiv uses all homegrown food, even masalas. He grows in his house in Goa, except salt. Everything
Yes.
he grows at home, and then he
Yes, I'm aware of this. This I'm aware of. You
yeah.
should ask me this question. No, this I knew. Bloody
Next
hell.
time, next time I'll probably keep this in mind. And okay, he was born in Mumbai.
Isn't Rajiv an army child too?
He is, but was he born in Mumbai?
No.
Where was he born? You
No idea. Overconfidence. No,
Yes,
he wasn't born in Bombay. Huh?
you just guessed now.
No, he's
You're
an army
right.
kid. I'm right. No, see, I'm also an army child. He's also an army child.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we are never born in like the place we finally end up in. So, I'm born in Sagar. So, where is he born, by the way?
In Jaipur.
Oh,
Yeah, Pink City. That's where he was born. So you won this,
okay.
but it was just a wild guess. So the last one. Uh, he wants to do a reality show in future.
No, definitely not. Rajiv, knowing Rajiv, there's no way he wanted a reality show. He will leave the industry, he will disappear into thin air, but he will not do a reality show. I can give you honest stats right now. As far as I know, Rajiv, I'm confident about this. Am I right?
You're right. There is
Tell me I'm
another
right now.
added statement. You were just a mellowed down, toned down version of what he actually said in an interview. मैं
What,
किराने
what,
की
what, what,
दुकान.
what?
You
Huh?
have actually mellowed down a statement that he said. He had said,
Huh?
मैं किराने की दुकान खोलूंगा, but reality shows कभी नहीं करूंगा.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, turns out you really know your costar a lot well. I mean, it's 3 on 4, so
Yeah.
that
Go, Rajiv.
yeah, kudos and wish you a lot of luck with your next
Thank you, love.
break. Finally, anything that's coming up apart from this one.
This year, a lot is coming up, has already come up. So I had my first Marathi film released this year in May. That will soon be coming on an OTT platform now. So you all can watch it soon. I'll tell you the OTT platform later when it is finalized. Then there was this YouTube series of mine, mini series, which I had co-produced and with Hamara movie. You've seen Khamakha, right? So the same producers of Khamaka, we all kind of collaborated on this particular project during peak pandemic. So in which me and my co-star have shot the film ourselves on our phones, and it's a lockdown based feature mini series. So watch it. It's called Ye Duriya on YouTube on Hamara Movie channel. It's really I'm very proud of the project. It's a gem. Then Masoom released last week on Hotstar. So that is there for everyone to watch. And now on 1st of July, Miya Biwi is coming out. I'm very excited. I hope
Everyone,
everyone
watch
watches
it,
it.
watch it, watch
Everyone.
it.
1st of July, MX Player is going to be streaming live free for everyone.
Talking about future plans, weren't you writing something? There was a grapevine, there is something happening you want to write? Are you going to write? We read it in an interview or saw it in an interview.
Really? And I definitely do want to write eventually about my life, my autobiography. I would love to do that. I'm just waiting for the right moment.
Please assign me
Someday.
Shreya and Pranali. Please assign me whenever she wants to write and needs help. And I'll co-write. I'll do some small writing.
Super.
Whenever you
Yes.
need me, remember like Harshita Daga from MX Player, there was a journalist.
Harshita. Yes, I'm going to mark that. I'm writing it down right now.
Audiences, are you just seeing this? Are you watching this? Okay, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Harshita. Lovely
Thank you.
talking to you.
Lovely
Okay.
talking to you. Bye. All the
Bye. See you.